Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are going after what is literally the ultimate prize in cloud computing. I'm talking about a permanently free, high-performance server. But there's a catch, right? Standing right between you and this top-tier digital real estate is Oracle's infamously strict automated risk control system. If you've ever tried to grab this free tier and just completely failed, well, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So in this analysis, we're going to methodically break down exactly how to bypass those digital guards and secure your machine. Okay, let's dive right into this. Here's our roadmap for the infiltration. First, the prize. Then, beating the risk control. After that, we'll do the registration walkthrough, followed by deploying your ARM instance, then automating the capacity wait, and finally, keeping your server alive.
Section 1, the ultimate free server. What's the prize? Let's take a look at the massive stakes we're playing for today. And remember, this is not just some limited time trial. This is Oracle's always free tier.
I mean, just look at these hardware specs. For absolutely $0, Oracle is giving you a powerful ARM-based Ampere A1 server. You're getting 4 CPU cores, 24 gigs of RAM, 200 gigs of storage, and a whopping 10 terabytes of outbound traffic every single month. And, as if that wasn't enough, they also throw in 2 smaller AMD x86 backup machines. Those have about 1 core and 1 gig of RAM each, which is just perfect for lightweight background tasks. Basically, as long as your account stays alive and the machine isn't just sitting completely idle, this loot is yours forever.
And this brilliantly illustrates the insane value we're talking about here. To get this exact same 4-core, 24-gig setup on AWS, you'd be shelling out between $80 to $100 every single month. But Oracle, they're handing it out for $0. It's an unbelievable disparity. And honestly, it explains exactly why the registration gates are guarded so heavily.
Moving on to Section 2, beating the risk control, bypassing the guards. Let's address the elephant in the room, getting past Oracle's automated bouncer. Okay, before you even open a browser window, you absolutely need clarity on your prep work. You need 3 non-negotiable tools. First up, a physical Visa or MasterCard. Do not try virtual or prepaid cards. They're going to trigger an immediate rejection. Second, you need a local email and phone number. Like, if you're in China, a standard domestic email and a +86 phone number will work perfectly. Third, and honestly, this is absolutely crucial, you must use a mobile 4G or 5G hotspot, and your VPN or proxy has to be strictly off. No Wi-Fi, no clever routing tricks, just turn the proxies off completely.
Now, you might be wondering, why do registrations fail with that dreaded red exclamation mark? If you've tried this before, you've probably seen it. You hit submit and boom, you get this super frustrating error saying the transaction failed. So why does this happen to so many people?
Well, it happens because of the golden rule of Oracle's risk control. Look, this isn't magic, right? It's just a very strict verification system. Your IP location, your credit card's issuing country, and your billing address literally must perfectly align. Think about it. If you're using a proxy, your IP is going to show up in the US, but your card was issued in China. That is an instant red flag. So if you're applying from China, use a Chinese IP via your mobile hotspot, a Chinese-issued Visa or MasterCard, and a Chinese billing address. If you align those 3 things perfectly, your success rate is going to skyrocket.
Section 3, the registration walkthrough, the infiltration. All right, let's move right into the execution phase where we actually get this done.
Now, what's really interesting here is the strategy behind picking your home region. You cannot change this later, and it absolutely determines if you're actually going to get that ARM server. A quick pro tip, avoid Tokyo, Seoul, and Singapore. The competition over there is just way too intense, and the ARM capacity is practically always tapped out. Your preferred tactical move is Phoenix in the US West, or you can use Mumbai and Jakarta as backups. Remember, running a server like this isn't like playing a competitive video game. Getting ultra-low latency isn't the priority here, stably acquiring the machine is. So, play it smart and choose Phoenix.
All right, here is the exact sequence. First, open an incognito browser window and head over to the free trial page. Second, drop in your basic info. Select your country, use Pinyin for your name if you're in China, and verify your email. Third, set your account type to individual and lock in a strong password. Fourth, like we just talked about, select Phoenix as your region. Fifth, write out your local billing address in standard English format, street, city, province, postal code. And finally, enter your phone number and credit card. Now, Oracle is going to do a temporary $1 pre-authorization charge just to verify the card is real. Don't panic, it gets refunded in a few days. Hit submit, wait about 30 to 60 seconds, and you should be looking at the welcome screen. Section 4. Deploying your ARM instance, securing the bag. Okay, you're in.
Now we just need to spin up the actual Luke. Once you're inside, navigate over to Compute, then Instances, and click Create. You've got to specify these exact parameters to stay free. For the image, select Ubuntu 22.04 and make absolutely sure it has that little Always Free eligible tag sitting right next to it. For the shape, you want the VM standard A1 Flex, and go ahead and drag those sliders all the way up to 4 cores and 24 gigs of RAM. Finally, customize that boot volume size to 200 gigabytes. Oh, but wait, before you hit Create, you need to upload an SSH key so you can actually access the server securely. If you're on a Mac or Linux machine, just open your terminal and run the standard SSH-keygen command. Windows users, you can do the exact same thing right in the Windows terminal. This is going to generate a public key file for you. Just upload that file straight to the Oracle dashboard and then hit Create.
Section 5, automating the capacity wait. 'Cause let's be real, sometimes when you click Create, you don't get a server right away.
You might actually get an out-of-capacity error. Listen to me. Do not stress. This does not mean your account is broken or anything. It literally just means the ARM servers in that specific region are temporarily full. Whatever you do, don't sit there manually refreshing your browser all day. The community has actually built some amazing secret weapons for this. You can find OCI free ARM instance scripts in Python or even setups for GitHub Actions. You basically just plug in your account parameters, and the script will automatically retry the deployment every few seconds, day and night, until capacity frees up and it snags your instance. So yeah, let the bot do the waiting for you.
Section 6, keeping your server alive, retaining the loot. Okay, so you finally have your 4-core machine up and running. Awesome. Now, how do we make sure Oracle doesn't just snatch it back? So the crucial point here is understanding Oracle's strict use it or lose it policy. To stop people from just hoarding free servers and letting them collect digital dust, Oracle actively monitors for inactivity. If your server's CPU, memory, and network utilization all stay below 20% for 7 consecutive days, well, they're going to assume you abandon it, and they will reclaim the machine.
But hey, the absolute easiest way to prevent this from happening, especially while you're still setting up your projects, is a super simple cron job. By just adding this exact line of code to your server's cron tab, the machine is going to quietly ping Oracle's website once every single hour, and that generates just enough phantom network and CPU activity to reset their inactivity timer, basically ensuring your server stays permanently yours. And obviously, once you start running real, active services on it, you won't even need this little trick anymore.
Which leads us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? You've successfully navigated the risk controls, you've bypassed the capacity limits, and you've secured a top-tier, permanently free server. So now that your 4-core machine is actually running, what are you going to build first? Are you going to register a domain and host a website? Maybe set up a custom development environment? The foundation is all yours. We're actually going to be looking at exactly how to deploy those next steps in our upcoming analysis. But until then, get those hotspots ready and happy building.